Wrapping up my time off. Doing my favorite thing in the world, playing video games. We're getting cozy again with Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. I fucking love this game. I I started this game something like 6 times before it actually got its clutches in me and pulled me into its world. It was I don't know what it is. It was the exact same way with the first Pillars. Um, I don't know. Sometimes it just takes me a while to warm up to a game and to get comfortable with it. Took me 6 tries for that to happen with this bastard. Ah, water.
Speak freely.
Yes, Captain.
I'm gonna stream for about an hour and a half, give or take. Ooh, he got a whole new skill tree. What was given to him? Let's see. Wall of Frost. Close sheet of ice inflicting frost damage. That is dope. Let's see. Avenging Storm is real good, guys. Okay, we're gonna go with you. And Entropy. Because that's dope. Let's see. Gave him a Pistola.
You were saying?
Oh, and me and my era thing. We're a couple.
You've got it.
All right. Now. Oh yeah. Rice wine. Okay. Give that to the lads. And ladies, of course. We're pretty flush. We'll give them a lot of it. Okay. Wow. Let's see what. Yeah, we can take it. Man, it's right there. Yeah, let me give these fucking swabbies their goddamn rice wine. They start fucking whining. Ugh. I'm wanting to get a Switch game. Let's see. Okay. Imperial Command. Lower? Right? Or upper? Nope, nope, nope.
You'll be pleased to know our work at Sayuka is proceeding as planned.
Okay, so must be lower.
Sending for the gunhawks.
I saw one shoot once. Hit a lurch shark in the eye from 200 feet away.
It has been brought to my attention that you ousted the slavers from Crooksburg. You've done a noble thing. They had long been a thorn in our side, but one we were hesitant to remove on our own. You've done us a considerable favor. Indeed. Indeed. But the problem hardly begins or ends with the slavers.
Oh boy.
Deadfire is a troubled place, beset by all manner of predation and lawlessness. Adventure stories blame it on the fury of Helia's storms and the hunger of Andra's beasts. Historians like Maya's own dear brother would spin you a tale of isolation and trade booms.
He also said that sharing knowledge and sharing cannon fire were as different as birds and foxes.
All of that merely obscures the plain yet hard truth. The Huana lack the will to defend their homeland. Allow me to illustrate. 2,000 years ago, our people began the conquest of Rawatai. The land was new to us. Many of its inhabitants were better equipped. But we overcame them. We were unified where they were scattered. And we were not content to huddle in cliff caves and subsist. We were determined to make a better life for ourselves. It is not about deserving. There is no pity in a storm, or a famine, or a slave raid. There are only victims and survivors. The Valians and the Principe will tear Deadfire asunder, and the Huana will stand by and let it happen. So, we must do everything we can to defend the archipelago and its people. We shall ensure that the slavers do not return by stationing one of our most elite fleets at Crooksburg. glad you agree. In any case, our attentions are now focused on Sayuka for now. I'm sure the Hazanui will summon you when the time is right. Who we are. What does this even mean? Why the search for permanence in a transient existence? One day, our bodies will perish and our souls will return to the wheel. Every word we've ever spoken, everything we've ever known will be forgotten with us. But this will remain. Prolonging the soul is a fool's errand. Clinging to a grand past is vanity. I want to take part in building something that will last beyond me. That is true immortality.
It's a man. Yeah, I'm going with it.
I am whatever the rough country needs me to be. But you and I have much to do, and little time to discuss philosophy.
Okay, so okay. Well,
You were saying?
What?
I must thank you most humbly for your help. You've rendered Okaya and all of us a great service. Oh, indeed. One that should bring you special satisfaction. A thriving slave trade disrupts the Deadfire. I've determined that it's being run from the island known as Crookspur. Why petition the gods? With slavers sow chaos wherever they ply their unsavory business. Unfortunately, they've been allowed to operate here for years. This is a failure of the Juana leadership. The world is a hard place. Should we make excuses? 2,000 years ago. But we overcame them. And we were not content to huddle in cliff caves and subsist. We were determined to make a better. Were we less deserving of these things simply because we arrived later? Besides, the country we built was stronger. With roads, the Valians and the Principe will tear Deadfire asunder, and the Juana will stand by and let. So, we must do everything we can to defend. We shall ensure that the slavers do not return by stationing one of our most elite fleets at Crookspur. And give the Valians and the Juana cause to unite against us? In any case, our attentions are now focused on Sayuka for now. I'm sure the Hazanui will summon you when the time is right. Clear skies.
So if things had played out different, you might have grown up here.
True. Good thing my parents had the sense to leave.
And you'd be worrying about what the trading companies were doing, setting up down here.
No offense, but I try not to live with a bunch of ifs trailing in my wake.
Come along, Trinket.
1 minute he's all charm, then he cuts me down with a word.
I get along fine with him. He's straightforward.
Good to see you.
Are we talking about the same Atsura?
Okay, just making sure because they have that banter. Aw. And like, I wonder if I can actually talk to those two because they're always yapping.
You look like you've come with a purpose.
Ishi, are you staring at the captain? That's my job. Stand down, little soldier.
Sorry, guys. What? Bug snacks.
Clever.
Come to watch us work? It's not as exciting when we're running through calculations. Did Castle say what all of this is about? Never mind, I'll explain. It's the Adra, of course. Everything's been about the Adra. We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to luminous Adra, but there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a Watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. You're just what we're missing. No, nothing invasive. You'd just be putting your Watcher's gift to use. Here, I'll explain. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Kith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, ne? But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented Cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. The world between. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to Oh, good. You've done some experimenting on your own. A curious mind is a happy mind, I say. Can't mope about ghosts all day. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a Watcher, for instance, precisely right. The idea is for you to focus on the next connection. What's really exciting?
How far must I reach to grip this connection?
The next pill is due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Gelarde. Very well. All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through
I do what I want.
And remember, don't...
Of course, yeah. That's an old joke.
So, are we dead now? You're supposed to be the expert here.
I've seen more inviting whirlpools in my day.
My turn. The hunt is on.
You up there, run!
No.
We have to go. Can't. No, no, please. Help!
You have my attention. Your story ends here.
Ahoy!
Speak freely.
Of course.
What did you find, Ishi?
I thought never to see your face. So long since you granted me this divine gift. You have joined me in... I await my final end with most holy eagerness. Rest at last, without the torment of a soul or the threat of rebirth. Perfect unity and freedom. Forever. I feel the force's entropy working. Dark light.
Silmes mitum.
Yours to command, Captain.
Your bones will feed the land. This does not work.
What do you want?
Beat up that thing, man.
Speak freely. For the homeland.
My turn. Go for the eyes, trinket.
At your service.
This does not work.
What? Whatever you want.
Speak freely. You see that, Ishi?
Mm-hmm. You're going down.
You need something?
Your bones will feed. It makes no difference.
Here.
Hey.
What have we here? A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you? You will remember Glassval, I trust. He remains here, lingering in the in-between, a most irritating spirit. But I will not concern myself with you did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Barath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust? But I have no need for a vassal. Everything embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher.
Damn. TPK.
This look right to you?
I've seen more inviting whirlpools in my day.
How can I help? I have my mark.
You up there, run!
We have to go. Can't. No, no, please. Help!
Speak your mind.
Tungaloa devour you!
I'm listening.
Yeah, what do they like that fine?
I thought never to see your face. So long since you granted me this divine gift. You found... I await my final... No... I... Daklat.
Was filmes mitum.
Speak your mind.
Your story ends here. This does not work.
Cut you enough.
What is it?
Your orders?
All right, so we're doing this.
Yours to command, Captain.
It makes no difference.
Here.
Hey.
That's right.
What's on your mind, cutie? I've got this, Captain.
I've got an arrow with your name on it.
You need something.
Aye.
What have we? A wayward you will remain most, but I will not. You did not receive an invitation. I do not fear. Embrace oblivion with open arm. As much as it would delight me to scatter your I will spare you that fate. For now. Now, your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again. You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon. Eothas will usher in an age glorious in its brevity. Perhaps when Berath is through with you, I will find a use for you myself. Rare is the and do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
So now I thought all this might be an elaborate joke.
Watcher, can you hear me? Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still. Breathing, but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, what happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything? You had some kind of vision? A near-death experience?
What was it like?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the summit, just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure... Hope you're keeping busy, Watcher. What can I do for you?
Supplies! Get your supplies here!
Payment for heads. It could be no simpler, I say.
Aethys, light of spring, sun of the world, thou givest me life and purpose.
It's still going on, is it? When will those arrogant louts decide that enough is enough?
What did you find, Ishi?
If you're here on company business, the servers at the tavern are clumsy.
Here she is, and in one piece. I jest, of course. Was the experiment a success? A very dramatic first attempt, I hear. Though, Alette has a tendency to gloss over details. But, I want to hear it from you. How did it go? You'll put the priest into a frenzy with talk like that. Communion with the gods is their business. A near-death experience does little to recommend Alette's efforts. I am glad you are in one piece, Watcher. We are in the early days of Alette's research. Flawed as this outing was, there is promise there. This is only the start, you know. The very dawn of a new age of discovery. But just imagine. Imagine if we could transport goods and people more quickly than any vessel or horse. Cure every kind of ailment. Perhaps cure disease altogether. We'll extend our lifespans by decades, maybe even centuries one day. This has all been the work of a single outpost. I want there to be a dozen outposts, 100. Animancers working together to better our lives. Look at what we have left behind. Old Valia is a battlefield at constant war with itself. But the republics have risen from that past. We can rise farther still. And in doing so, we will raise all of Aora with us. Ah, Watcher. If you believe it, so shall I. But I've said enough. Too much, I think. There will be more experiments to come. Until then, I have a more grounded task I need assistance with. Nothing that should put your spirit in any danger. Nekataka sees its share of smuggling. I doubt that would surprise anyone. But we've learned of a particular exchange that will have more dire effects than a few spoiled Hawana peasants.
There are no peasants in the tribes. Your people created this term.
Peace, man. They certainly aren't kings or queens, are they? There is a Royal Deadfire Company official by the name of Quarno, who has been meeting in secret with one of the Principi. I do not believe he works with the approval of his masters. He meets with a Captain Tola, a known pirate and smuggler. I hope I don't have to tell you that an alliance between a crooked royal official and the Principe is not the kind of trouble any of us need. I have a woman, Britza, waiting in the luminous bathhouse in Periki's Overlook. The smugglers do business there, and she has kept an eye on things. I promise to send assistance. Find her, and she will tell you what she knows. Telling you amounts to much the same, no? Someone has to put a stop to things.
Good thing that someone is us. Rauataian black powder is worth its weight in Adra out here.
Excellent. Meeting you has been a stroke of luck, Watcher. I'll await your report.
The Crown has not called her water shapers to battle in some time.
We've all seen what happens when Juana get pissed off.
If I was summoned to sink a Rauataian vessel, I do not think I could answer the call.
Really? I promise not to tell anyone.
Hot razor skewers, crusted swordfish.
I see you brought your pain, but you need come to ease it. Pity. It eases my pain. More than that is an awful long yarn, and nae interlickly. I fecht in the broken stone war some 2 centuries gone by now. I left the woods of a deer for the glory were nae to be had. Truth be telt, I hold... Aye, that I do. One weird o' the will of the gods one, a farmer near a boots law, she and her man the Glan Fathens right. Ah, the shelter folk. We drank it that fair. I only lived because of that fair. I think we both conned that we brought to the trouble upon the... The pine birthed me little, yet with age. I ranged for years seeking a balm for the group. Aye, I did. At the time it seemed recht. Now, I feel less certain. Aye. Unless there's anything you need, please, let me to mine water.
Welcome, welcome. If there's any way I might make your visit more comfortable, you need... My friend, you return. If you require anything at all, you need only ask. Ah, the new attendant. I believe she's cleaning one of the rooms upstairs. What can I do for you?
Oh, all right. Maybe just this once.
You and I, we have a mutual friend, do we not? Good, good. A royal Deadfire operative, Quarno, and his Principi associate Tola will meet tonight to discuss the details of business arrangement. They have bought out the entire first floor for privacy's sake. Even Gunnar, the proprietor, will excuse himself. Only bathhouse attendants will be allowed to remain, to ensure their comfort. You understand? I will disguise you as a bathhouse attendant, so you might observe their meeting. With luck and some cunning, you may be able to discover the details of their special arrangement. You will not be able to take your gear, but do not worry. Should the situation get out of hand, there will be a stash of weapons hidden in one of the changing booths. But I am sure it will not come to that. Prepare quickly then. We must not let this opportunity pass us by.
Alright guys, that's where I'm gonna cut it off for the night. Let's save. Everyone have a good night. I love you.